Hi everyone! I have got an amazing video for you today, and it's because it's Sunday and there's no better day for a Sunday reset video than on a Sunday. So this is going to be different than all the others though, because I know there's tons of Sunday reset videos that are all over the internet, and they're all about like self-care resets and like taking care of yourself, getting your body refreshed and all like polished up and ready for the week. But I'm talking about like a full-on life reset Sunday. So you start the week like more fresh and clear-minded and organized and feeling good in your stomach and relaxed and not anxious than you've ever started a week before. And you can do this every week. After you do it this week, maybe it's something you'll do once a month. Depends on how much you need to do and how frequently you want to do it, because it's going to feel so good after. And I started doing this and I'm telling you, it feels amazing. You're able to go into your week feeling like you have nothing on your mind and nothing heavy on your shoulders weighing you down and holding you back, and like there's just nothing that you're avoiding. It's about getting rid of avoidance and stuff that weighs on you. So I'm going to cover just a few different topics of how to reset your whole life, and this is something you can do in one day in the afternoon. You don't need a whole day to do it, and it's not a whole project. You'll still have time to like deep condition your hair and do a face mask and drink your protein drinks or whatever you do, so on a Sunday reset like everyone else does. So here we go. So first of all, I'm going to talk about your household. So there is something to be said, and I know there's like the old historical rumors about people with the feng shui stuff, like if you have a messy closet, you have a messy life, this and that. But I really feel like when your closet's disorganized or you have too much, or it's like falling out when you open the door, which has been my situation, that it does weigh on you. Like when you have to jam it shut and like close the door and you're like, God darn it, like it's that weighs on you. That is in your mind, that as much as you clean up, you can vacuum, you can wash your floors, you can wash your surfaces, clean your windows, do whatever you do, and your mirrors, and you still feel like you still don't feel clean. Like it's like a dirty that you can't shower off. So first of all, I'm going to give you some advice. Let's clean your closets, and let's not do it in a way that's going to take you hours or you have to make any stressful big decisions. So instead of going through clothes and getting rid of them, which is what we need to do, let's go through clothes and restructure them in a way that you only have what you wear and what you need, but you don't have to go through and decide and make any decisions about getting rid of stuff right now. You can set that aside for another day when you have less time. And this is a little more about, you can reflect back and look back on my video of doing more to do less. This is the doing more so you can do less. And then on those do less days, maybe you go through your clothes and decide what you want to get rid of. But let's clean out your closets and pick the worst one. Start off with the worst, the one that you hate the most. That's the most daunting, that you don't want to go into. And let's say that's your clothing closet. What I advise you to do, because like laundry cabinets, closet, stuff like that, that's easy. You pull it all out, fold it up quick, pile like your sheets, your pillowcases, your blankets. If you don't have room for something, then you either store it away or for later or get rid of it. But I advise not getting rid of anything today. Let's not make any big stressful decisions. Let's make this an easy process, one that you won't avoid. We're going to store stuff. So what you're going to do is, first of all, go through your clothes. First of all, go through seasonal stuff that's out of season that you're not going to wear. Pull it all out of the closet, throw it on your bed. Everything that's out of season, throw it on your bed. And then if you have under the bed baskets or baskets that you can store in your closet, that is fantastic. If you have a garage you could throw baskets in, that is fantastic. You can see buckets, if you have those buckets with lids that are extra laying around, wonderful, do it. Or take your Christmas decorations that are like garland and stuff like that are in big Tupperware bins, dump them in a garbage bag, seal the garbage bag, label it with some printer paper and tape as Christmas decorations, garland, and take those buckets and use them. Okay? So otherwise, if you don't have access to these things, you're not going shopping. You're going to get some garbage bags out. You're going to get all those clothes off the hooks that are seasonally not in season, and you're going to fold them up, stick them in the garbage bag, label your garbage bag out of season blouses or out of season dresses or summer clothes or whatever, winter clothes, whatever, wherever your season isn't right now. And you are going to store them under your bed, sealed in garbage bags. It's not going to hurt anyone. If you have closet space that you could do that in, great, use your closet. If you have a garage, these are sealed in bags, they're safe. Stick them in your garage. If you don't, find a closet somewhere and stack the garbage bags labeled, and your stuff is folded, it's sealed in bags, it's safe, it won't get damaged, it won't get musty. If you want, throw a few paper towels in there, or if you don't have paper towel, throw some Kleenex in there. Any moisture buildup, that'll catch it, but you're not going to have any moisture buildup. I would throw in a few fabric softener sheets if you have it, because when you pull it out, it'll smell refreshed and beautiful. But that's optional, and that's just like a first world bonus, I guess. Anyways, it's unnecessary. Then you're going to go through your closet and look at everything that you haven't worn in the last 2 months. Even if you love it and you bought it and it's like something you absolutely love, if you haven't worn it in 2 months and you haven't decided it's something you want to wear this week, throw it out, put it on your bed. Throw it out, put it on your bed. We're going to do the same process. We're going to empty it and start with do your shirts first, blazers, dresses, pants, one at a time. Go through them. If you haven't worn them in 6 months, or 3 months, not even 6 months, 2 months even. 2 months, you haven't worn them in 2 months? We're not throwing anything out here. We're just putting them in bags and organizing it. Label it. Not worn in 2 months. Not worn. Good clothes, not worn. Label it. Under the bed the garbage bag goes. Okay? And under, if you have at least a double bed, you got a lot of room. Even if you have a twin bed, you can make a lot fit, trust me. And these bags are going to be, your clothes are folded in them, or they're not. But because when you pull them out, you're going to want to iron them or steam them or throw them all in the laundry anyway, or do whatever you want to do to refresh them, and the wrinkles will all come out then anyway. So do what you got to do. Make this as fast and efficient and effective as possible. Hide everything away. And anything that doesn't fit you at this very moment comes out on the bed, goes in a bag. Doesn't fit right now. Too big right now, too small right now, because your weight is going to fluctuate between 5 and 10 pounds depending on the season, depending on your lifestyle, depending on what you've been doing, your activity, fluid balance, hormonal changes, all kinds of stuff changes that. So do that. Clothes that don't fit you right now, don't get rid of them, because they're probably going to fit you again in a few months. But definitely get them out of your closet. Do the same with your dresser drawers, stuff that you haven't worn. I would keep out your basics. Keep out your plain white tank tops or black or any neutral tank tops or undershirts. I would keep out any neutral colored t-shirts without big logos on them. I would keep out anything that is cozy that you wear every day, all of that kind of stuff. Obviously, you're going to keep that out. Your dresser drawers, whatever you wear frequently, keep it. If you haven't worn it in a few months, in the bag it goes. You're going to stash this stuff and go through one closet at a time and just do this. And don't just use your bed. Use other people's beds. Who cares? They won't even know. Just label these garbage bags, jam them under the beds. They're labeled. You know where they are. Done. Okay? So this is your closets. Done. And do the same with your shoes. If they're out of season, in a bag, under they go. I have garbage bags of shoes that are out of season under my bed right now as we speak. And I also have my summer clothes under my bed as we speak. And a garbage bag labeled, and they'll look beautiful in the summer. They'll be beautiful and perfect. You can also put stuff behind couches if they're not tight up against the wall, and I recommend you don't jam your couches tight up against the wall anyway, because then spiders can climb on them. So just a little tip if you're not a spider person. So pull your you can do it behind, you can do it under couches. You can do it, just look for opportunities of places to put things that are organized, so you're not like hiding stuff and like stashing stuff. You're actually organizing. You're just finding spaces in, if you're spatially challenged for storage space. If you have a storage space challenge, then you need to make storage space, and this is how you're doing it, and you're being smart about it, and you're utilizing all the space in your home, not just like saying, well, that's a couch, I can't put something behind it. No, you're utilizing your space, and you're utilizing it for good. So after you're done with your closets, I would go around looking for clutter. And I mean decorations that are out of season. Anything that you don't look at that doesn't make you feel extremely joyful. Like, I'm looking at a picture on my wall right now that as soon as this video is done is coming out, and it's getting stacked behind my bed, behind my headboard. I'm going to stand it up because I don't want to throw it out. I love it, but I look at it and I'm like, it doesn't bring anything or value to me. It's just clutter. It just adds color and more things into my room, and I don't need more things. I need less things, because the less things we have, the more open our mind is and our soul feels and our energy is. Everything feels more open. So we want to create space. And I'm going to do this by any clutter I find, stuff that's seasonal decorations. They're going in old shoe boxes. They're going in bags if they have to. I will like use brochures that come in the mail to wrap them in if I have to. If I stick them in any empty baskets or boxes that you have. Here's another thing. If you have any old totes or purses that you don't use anymore, you can use those for storage. Literally, you can use anything. There are so many things you can use for storage. Any of those, you bring home those reusable grocery bags, like, buy some more. They're 30 cents. Use the reusable grocery bags to store extra clutter in and extra out of season or decorations that you don't love. Any books that you don't love looking at or reading frequently, instead of having full bookcases full of books that you don't read frequently, pull all the ones that you don't read that you want to have to reference if you ever need them. Throw them in a cardboard box or throw them in a garbage bag. Definitely, if you're putting books in a bag or in anything, throw in some paper towel or some old newspaper or any kind of paper at all. Any kind of paper, even if it ends up being bounce sheets, because that will absorb moisture. And I've found when I've done this with books, they have gotten moisture somehow. Even in sealed buckets, they have moisture. So throw some paper in there. And even though books are paper, so that should do it, but they absorb moisture. I don't know. It's not a good scene. But whenever I've thrown paper towel in, I don't have a problem. Or newspaper, no problems. So, or old wrapping paper, that works too. Find old wrapping paper in the back of a closet, start ripping it up, crushing it into balls, throw it in the bags as well. It'll help absorb fluid and any moisture if you're stacking away books. Next is going to be, after you're done with your closets and you're done with like clutter around, I want you to look through your mail, your email and your paper mail. If you still get bills and in paper, I want you to throw it. First of all, get all your junk mail, rip it up, throw out your junk mail, get rid of it all. Don't have piles of junk mail around. Get rid of the junk mail. Anything that's a bill, stack it on your desk. We're going to go through that later, or in an area on your bed where we can go through it. And then when it comes time and you're going to get to the paperwork part of it, you're going to open up every bill that you don't want to look at. And even if you don't want to deal with it now or figure out how you're going to pay it or whatever, or budget for it, just write it down. Write down the bill, get a book, get a piece of paper, get whatever you need, a piece of printer paper, write the date down, write the list, write what the bill is, when it's due, what the minimum payment is if you can't make the full payment, when it's due. And I would staple, wherever this paper is, I would staple these bills or paper clip them or just fold them in behind for now in the back of that book, or staple them, whatever, attach them to the back of that paper. So you have the hard copy, you keep it, but just write it down so you're aware. It's in the back of your mind. In your mind, you've done something about it then. You haven't just ignored it and put it off. It's not weighing on you. You've actually taken action and done something about it. Even if you haven't solved the problem yet, you've done something about it and taken action. Same with your email. Open up that damn email. Anything that you can multi-erase, like junk, like tag one thing and say the rest of these are junk, do that. I have a hard time with email. I feel like each one I have to delete independently, so I have thousands of emails. And it causes me stress when I open my email. So I try to make a rule that every night before bed, I'll go through at least 50 of them fast and erase 50. And I'm still in the thousands, and I do this every night. So go through your email, go through 50 emails, make it a list. Say I'm going to do 50, or I'm going to spend 10 minutes on my email, and that's it. Make a time limit. 10 minutes is what I'm going to spend doing it, and that's it. Clean out some emails. And you're already like cleaning out and shedding and getting rid of stuff out of your mind, out of your body, out of your house, out of your like soul. It's like clearing itself out. And that stuff that's stored is safe and away, and you don't have to look at it anymore. Imagine how you'll feel when you open your closet and it's just stuff that you love to wear because you wear it on repeat. It's the stuff you wear on repeat, and it's what you do all the time. So do that. Then go through any makeup and cosmetics. Anything you don't use every day, put in a separate area. Everything you don't use every week that you use monthly, put in a separate area or drawer. And everything that you haven't used in a month or two, cardboard box or shoe box or grocery bag tied up on a shelf in the closet, and you know it's there, you have it, an empty dresser drawer, whatever. You've already cleared out so much stuff, you might have some empty dresser drawers. And maybe you'll have a cosmetic drawer for stuff you don't use regularly, you just use sporadically. Do these things. I'm telling you, it's going to change the way you feel about your life. It'll change the way you feel about your week going into it. And then once all these things are done, you can do your house cleaning, you can mop, you can clean out your fridge, throw out old food, old garbage. I would start with your bathrooms, because we always avoid the bathrooms for some reason, I feel like. I do them first because I know this practice and I've been doing this for a while and it helps me. But clean the bathrooms out, clean out anything that is, always go for garbage first. Get rid of garbage first. Anything that you can throw in the garbage, get rid of it first, and then you have real things you can look at and decide what you want to keep or not. And you know what? It's going to make you feel like $1,000,000. Then once you're done all your cleaning, you're not only going to feel clean, you're going to feel organized. And then I would take some time, look at the week you have ahead, sit down and plan your priorities for the week, what you need to prioritize, and make micro lists underneath those major priorities. Like I talked about, you can refer to my video about setting goals and like subcategories and sublists and then micro goals as well. Watch that video, and it's a framework that I sort of created, that I put together, and it works with this too. So schedule your week that way. Your priorities, your secondary priorities, and then your micro priorities. Your micro priorities are the things you need to get done in order to achieve and accomplish and complete those larger priorities. So there's always smaller steps and things you need to do to be able to do the bigger things. So that's what I would do. And then you've got your week planned out. Your closets are organized. You have organized and gotten rid of clothes. You've gotten rid of that stress and weight on you. You've cleaned your house. You've done a full life reset, and you've done it on a Sunday, probably in a couple hours. And I would set time limits. Say, I'm going to spend 2 hours doing all of my closets, not a minute more. And whatever you get done in that 2 hours is what you get done. Or 1 hour, whatever you feel like setting it to. And say, maybe I'll do 1 hour this week and 1 hour next Sunday. And you'll have accomplished something. And that feeling of accomplishment will make you feel lighter in your soul, I swear to you. And you'll be organized, you'll be strategic about your week going forward. You will feel like you have addressed issues that are weighing on you when you've gone through your mail and your emails, and you have written down what your bills are. And even if you can't pay them today, you know what they are, you know when they're due, and at least you've done something, so you'll feel like you took action. You're going to feel like you've done something and accomplished something. So that's my advice for this afternoon, and I really hope you guys try it out and follow it. It really works for me, and it's a really quick way to feel on top of things and feel organized and to really relieve a lot of pressure, and kind of, it's like feng shui for your brain is what it is. It just clears out any burdening issues. So there you go. Hope this helps, guys, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Leave me some comments. Tell me what works for you. I love tips and advice in these areas, because organization never used to be my strong suit. I feel like I'm better at it now, but I'm always looking to learn and learn to do it better. So any tips, or any time, if you've tried any of this stuff and it doesn't work for you, or you think I'm ridiculous, leave me a comment or give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you prefer. And I read every single comment and I respond to them all as best I can. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and don't forget to subscribe, and have a fantastic Sunday, and use it to change your whole week. Make your week amazing just by what you do today. See you soon.